Ahoy there. Welcome back to season 3 of Allison and James. We're feeling a little crusty, a little rusty. I cut my fingers up trying to launch the drone off the boat this morning, and we're just trying to get back into the swing of things. We're gonna head up the coast, get ripping, time to stock up on food and get the hell out of here.
Hey guys, you're joining us in the beautiful Broughton Archipelago. We've been stuck to the dock here working on what feels like endless projects in order to ready our floating home for our next season on the water. Our biggest project this spring has been rewiring our entire boat, which we shared with you in our latest episode. Since then, we've been busy undertaking all the other necessary maintenance as well as stocking up on essentials.
So this is some beer that I brewed earlier in the spring, and we're going to put it in these bottles so that we can drink it while we're out on the boat. Usually we do this earlier than right now, just before we're leaving, but we've been very busy, we haven't had time. It's nice to brew your own beer, it's self-sufficient, it's very cheap, and it's made with all grain brewing processes, so it's actually pretty tasty. If one of these bottles is like $10, then this thing's like about $25 to make. Yeah, usually less than $1 a beer. If you're cruising on a budget, then definitely brewing your own beer is the way to go. It makes life much cheaper. Started brewing a couple of years ago. It's not something that we've really talked about on the channel, but if you'd like to know about it, let us know.
With our beer freshly brewed and bottled and wires no longer crossed, we were finally ready to set off.
Safe travels.
So we said goodbye to our cruiser community heading south.
Fair winds.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Bye, we love you.
Fair winds.
Yes. Give us some more wind, please.
Then swung the bow of our boat to the north.
We are going to head over into town today in Port McNeill and go provision, because we got a long way to go. We're going to head up the coast, get ripping, and there's no grocery stores north of here, so here we are. Time to stock up on food and get the hell out of here. Black beans, rice, stir-fry noodles, wraps, taco shells, tofu, tahini, coffee, tea, yeast, white flour, whole wheat flour, cheese, eggs, bagels, tortilla chips, chocolate, pesto, cilantro, olives, salami, soap, baked beans, butter, kitchen sponge, oil filter, two-stroke oil, pump, bulb, toothpaste, and conditioner.
Yeah, if you don't see it again before you head out, then enjoy.
Thanks so much. We'll see you in the fall. Don't forget mosquito nets.
Oh, mosquito nets, mozzie nets. We're told the flies are pretty bad up north. And what else do we need? Fishing gear, diesel, need that. Final stop here is BC Liquor. We need more than the beer that we already packed.
And we're gonna pick up a friend.
Yeah. We're gonna pick up Carly. Don't forget her.
Welcome aboard.
Got the diesel and the gas. With provisions on board now, we're just gonna sail across to Swantoola. We've got Carly and a bike and everything to drop off and go have dinner with. So a little bit of a nice northwesterly blowing now. We're gonna throw the sails up, turn the engine off, and we'll quickly scoot across. Hey Carly.
Yep.
Oh, you can bring her up. I leave it on the winch. And if you kind of, yeah, got it. Pull it up. It's starting to get a little hard. You can put another wrap up on it. Winch it.
Yeah.
Now you can just winch away and I'll take it.
Atta girl. Yeah. How's it feel to be sailing?
Awesome.
Captain Carly at the helm.
Been on the boat for 5 seconds and I got promoted to captain, guys. No big deal.
How's it feeling?
It feels awesome. I'm scared though. So much power. When I was younger, I grew up going to sea cadets and I learned how to sail on small dinghies. And this is my first time sailing a large yacht. And it feels awesome and I'm so happy that you're letting me sail it.
I can see you buying your own boat very soon.
Yeah.
Well, that was a pretty quick sail over here to Soantula. It's about 5 nautical miles and we were going pretty well 5 knots. So we flew over here pretty quick and we were back on the dock.
It's a beautiful sail over. Turns out Kylie's a natural born sailor and she should come aboard more often. Amazing.
She's a natural.
A very natural sailor.
We had a little bit of difficulty rolling in our head sail. The sheet was wrapping around the exterior of the drum instead of going inside the drum. So we had to sort of manually roll in the head sail from the bow of the boat. And we're just gonna do a little bit of investigation now and see if we can't fix that before we leave tomorrow.
You probably maybe got a blue screwdriver. Last winter, somebody backed into the bowsprit of our boat, and apart from the cosmetic damage to the teak here, we also just found out that they've busted off the anti-rotation strap holding the furler drum in place. So when we've been furling our sail, it's just been spinning and the rope has been wrapping around the whole furling unit, which has been making it really difficult to get the sail in and back out again. We're going to drop the sail down so that we can try to pull it apart as best we can, because I can't actually get the strap to fit back up into place. So I think we need to lift the drum up, and that's going to be a lot easier to do without all the weight of the sail sitting on the forestay. So back to projects.
We just got here.
Yeah, we sailed to Soantula and we've already encountered our first thing we need to fix. So fixing it is what we will do. The alignment bracket here on the underside of the furling unit has come out. This is the main bearing. This is the plate here that the bolts bolt into. This is the bottom of the drum housing, and the bolts just go through this bracket, through the drum, and then bolt into the bottom plate of the bearing, so that the bearing then carries the rest of the furler and the bearing can spin. Because at the moment, with the plate not being bolted down, the bearing is just turning around, it's not actually spinning. So without it being secured, it won't roll on the balls. So I think we just need to realign it with the holes and then put the bracket back in and find some bolts that will thread into it that are the right length, and we can put it all back together. All right, well, we've got the bolts back into the bracket here. They're Loctited in. I had to gap them out with a few washers, but that's got the drum stable again, which is really awesome. The bearing is spinning freely, so we just need to put the furling drum back together and then we can put the sail back on.
We just had a humpback whale swim right in front of us, so we had to shut the boat off, put it in neutral, and just bob around for a little bit. Need to keep about 200 meters from those guys, but it was beautiful. He took a couple of breaths and then went for a nice dive, showing off his fluke. So he's still sort of swimming along the shoreline there, and we're keeping an eye on him. Correction, this whale is actually a she. Her given name is Apollo, and she was first documented when she was born in 2010, making her 13 years young. Humpbacks are identified by their dorsal fins, as well as the unique markings on their tails. We know this information thanks to the awesome work of MERS, who have documented 3 generations of Apollo's family, including her mother, Horizon, and calf, Nova. You can read more about Apollo and her family on their website. We've recently started contributing to the ongoing studies of these gentle giants by sending our footage and sighting information to MERS, adding to the growing database of Canadian Pacific humpbacks. And it was pretty cool to learn that there are over 220 documented humpback whales just in our local area. We are really grateful for their work, including scientific research, which helps us understand these amazing creatures, and their education efforts, which help to reduce threats to these whales and boaters coastwide. For more information on how you can support, go and check out their website. Link in the description below. We finally got off the dock. It's been such a crazy few days getting everything ready, saying goodbye to folks, fixing things with our boat, doing the shakedown cruise, provisioning. And it feels so good to finally be out here heading north. The wind is supposed to be perfect later this evening. And right now we're just motoring around Malcolm Island. Our friend Agat, who's sailing with us today across Queen Charlotte Strait, is super excited. This is actually her first time solo sailing, and she was feeling a little bit nervous, but she's doing awesome. It's a huge day for her, and it feels really fun to be buddy boating across Queen Charlotte Strait.
As soon as we get around the lighthouse here, we're going to throw up the sails, and then hopefully we'll be on a beam reach all the way across Queen Charlotte out towards either Wells Passage, or if we can do it on a sharp enough wind angle, we might head up to Blunden Harbour. We'll just have to see. It's meant to be blowing 10, 15, maybe gusting up into 20 out there. Sea state looks absolutely fabulous, so I'm stoked. "15 knots northwesterly winds, bloody lovely to get back out sailing on the boat and off the dock. It's so nice to be on the boat when it's moving with the wind.
Well, it's been a spicy little sail over here this evening. It's been blowing 15 knots, gusting to 20 out of the northwest, and we've been beaten into it, going about 5.5 knots. All of our stuff is everywhere, all over the boat. Had a nice heel on, but we're having fun. It's been a good time. Just trying to keep in contact with our friend Agat, making sure that she's doing okay, checking in with her because it's her first solo sail across the strait. She's doing fantastic.
She's doing great.
Everything is good so far. Just a few things have broken, Basically, our head is not pumping right now, which we're used to, because heads always break, and they broke on our crossing to New Zealand. Second thing is that our camera batteries aren't charging very well, so I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to film, but we'll try our best to see what we can do to capture the adventure, but we're having a good time.
Having a great time. We're pretty well most of the way across the strait. These islands out here to the starboard, the Namgis Islands in the middle of the strait, well, kind of 3/4 of the way across. We've got about 3 miles left to the mainland, and then we're going to head up into the mouth of Wells Passage and probably go anchor up on Dickinson Island, I think. That'll be the most protected little anchorage out there, and then we can just pop back out in the morning. We just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's voted so far for us as Best Emerging YouTube Channel. Your support really means a lot to us.
For those hearing about this for the first time, we're currently in the running for Best Emerging Channel at the International Cruisers Awards. These awards are the biggest in the boating community, and we are super excited to be included in the mix of it all.
Only 2 channels with the most votes make it to the final judging round, and it's really a tight competition at the moment.
If you enjoyed watching our channel over the past year or so, if you enjoyed our big crossing film that took us weeks to make,
stop what you're doing, take a quick second, head over to the Young Cruisers Award page, scroll down to Best Emerging YouTube Channel, and vote for us. Link in the description down below.
It's super quick and easy. All you need to do is scroll down, click the thumbs up next to our profile, type in your email, the box to confirm that you're not a robot, and then the most important step is to go to your email and click the link that says confirm your vote.
We're going to be having our own little giveaway to make this kind of like an extra little bit of fun. So once you click on that email and your voting number comes up, you take that number, you write it down in the comments of the video, and we're going to enter you into our own giveaway prize draw.
You're going to do a random draw and select a winner to win a prize. And we don't know what the prize is, you don't know what the prize is, so it's kind of fun, mysterious.
We're
Let's have fun
making it
with
up
it
as we go along.
Yeah.
But that's a good way to do life, so.
Thanks again, guys. We really appreciate your support, and we will see you next week.
Cheers. Thank you.